I spent way too long today doing practically nothing. Actually, today started with pop ups. Little pop ups reminding me that it is, in fact, October. And one of the more common pop ups is an art challenge that goes by the moniker of Inktober, which looks something like this. This is the prompt, or at least. So this year, if it is to believe to be the official, this year on October 1st, they have to do something with a backpack or on a backpack. Draw it out, do it in pen, doesn't matter. Have fun with it. Um, and that sort of evolved my day into thinking, should I participate in something like this? Should I not participate in something like this? And then that thought evolved into, well, if I do, what are other versions of this out there? Because, of course, this one was so popular that it sort of spawned, or maybe this one spawned because of another one. Anyways, there are variations that float around out there on the internet. One of the ones that I ran into were things like, what's this one? Things like Sculptober, more geared toward ZBrush, Blender. Does Maya sculpt things, or are they mostly like opposing animation software? In any case, and then another one that I like looking at, but I don't think I'll ever really have the attention span to sort of participate in, is Weartober. And then I was sort of on the fence, leaning more towards maybe I sit out once again. Because I'm not really I'm not a good sculptor. So immediately, Sculptober's out. And there's things that I could do with Weartober, but again, I'm more of a posing kind of guy, an animation kind of guy, and I'm still working on lighting and setting the scene sort of thing. So this one's also not for me. But I saw sort of things on the Inktober that sort of gave me an idea of like, oh, like if they're really vague sort of terms like grungy or road, jumbo, exotic, they're not really specific things. They're also kind of like ideas of things. And so I decided to look and try to find ones that share that same sort of English trait, that same sort of linguistic trait. And I found Creeptober. And so while you do have very specific things like spider, like graveyard or cemetery, you also have relatively abstract things in the sense of like fog, silhouette, through the window. And then I sat here for a little while with these two panes just sort of sitting there like that. And so I ran into the following idea of, if I were to participate, which one would I have more fun with? And then I remembered a bullet point that I was reading through when I was searching through some of the other ones, and that's mix and match. Have fun with it. And so I thought, let's do both. The only one that I'm kind of worried about is 21, which is rhinoceros under the bed. Because, it's 21 days from now, so maybe I can get better at like sculpting or just kind of doing stuff. But I don't have a rhinoceros model to play around with, and I don't really feel like buying one. So, hey, look at that. This challenge hasn't even gotten there yet, and I'm already seeing that it's going to challenge me and force me into a thing that I know I'm really weak at, which is sculpting, or just kind of blocking things out in general. I might find a way to cheat around it also. Like, for example, with goblin snacks. So in any case, here is me setting up the scene and just kind of getting everything ready. So the idea in my head is I'm going to use these prompt key terms, keywords, to sort of set up the scene. Each keyword will be like a main focus or a main driver, a main interactive thing that's going to happen within the scene. But I do want sort of a consistent element to it, and so I'm going to use two characters. And again, for further simplicity, I'm going to use just one model for it, which is going to be the Foxbox character by Weasel Gear on Gumroad. So it will be one sort of normal standard version of the model, and then one that I've edited to be more of kind of a shadowy friend, let's say. And together, these two will conquer the darkness and go through and, experience each of these keywords in a way that I'm going to come up with on the day, I suppose. And I don't know, we'll see where that goes. But for this one, I don't think I did backpack all that much justice, but it was really fun learning how to do volumetric fog. I did it once upon a time back in like 2016 or something like that, but that's 2016. That's a long time ago. Volumetrics have changed a lot since then. Well, at least the way that you acquire them. And so with that, I believe we've gone on long enough, and I hope that by stepping into this event and just sort of doing a little participation, it won't heavily distract me from other things that I have to get done during a day. So that'll also be interesting to find out as well. So enough yammering. I'll see you tomorrow.